My parents told my whole hometown I was locked in rehab. I'd never touched a substance in my life. That lie almost killed my $12 million funding round. And the day it blew up in their living room. I found out from a sympathy card my aunt forwarded. Praying for your recovery, it said, like I was some lost cause. Do you know how insane that feels? My parents needed a reason for why I disappeared overnight. They couldn't say, she left because we tried to take her inheritance. So they sold a prettier story. Tragic daughter, heroic parents, please respect our privacy. The inheritance was $80,000 from my grandma. The money hit my account on Tuesday. On Wednesday, my parents sat me at the dining table and my dad slid a wire form over the wood. Your brother needs a bridge loan, he said. My brother stared at his phone like I wasn't even there. I slid the form back and said no. In my family, a daughter saying no was betrayal. I moved out the next morning and went quiet. Looking back, they didn't miss me. They missed access. So they turned my silence into a weapon and harvested pity from everyone in town. Then my credit union pinged me. Someone had shown up with paperwork claiming I was incapacitated and tried to freeze my accounts. My dad was using the rehab lie to grab my $80K. I didn't argue. I acted. I moved every dollar into an LLC account. 3 minutes later, he texted, where did the money go? I blocked him and locked my logins behind a security key. If you don't have it, you don't get in. Months later, he tried a home equity loan in my name. Same play, bigger number. The portal demanded my key. He didn't have it. Locked out. My phone lit up like a flare. I left for Europe and built my company in a tiny apartment. My sister-in-law, Maya, stayed back and watched my parents turn my fake treatment into a donation scam. Checks from relatives. A fake Swiss clinic invoice. Money funneled into my brother's failing restaurant. Maya tracked it in a spreadsheet like she was building a case file. Because she was. Right as I was negotiating serious funding, a private investigator started knocking on doors back home. My parents didn't hire him. My investors did. If he reported founder in rehab, my deal evaporated. So I pulled him into a secure video call, proved I was fine, and handed him the real story. My parents were running a fraud ring with my name as bait. He stopped hunting me and started documenting them. In London, I walked into the VC boardroom with a folder instead of a pitch deck. Before we discussed the money, I said, you need to know why my parents are telling Wyoming I'm in rehab. They read the ledger, the fake invoices, the attempted grabs. I framed it as risk management. The lead partner didn't offer pity. He offered respect. Then he signed $12 million approved. My parents chose that same weekend to host a big family reunion and squeeze donations one more time. They set up a shrine of my childhood photos and a box labeled for my healing. People were sliding envelopes into it. After that, phones started vibrating. 1, then 10, then half the room. Next, my aunt's face drained as she stared at an article with my photo. Again, my dad tried to smile like nothing was wrong. Then my mom snapped, it's fake, hackers, AI. And then the front door shook with a hard knock. 2 process servers stepped inside, calm, clipped, and all business. One of them said my dad's name, loud and clear. He shoved the lawsuit stack straight into my dad's chest. The papers hit the table with a heavy thud. My aunt leaned in and saw her donation listed as evidence. Nobody looked sorry anymore, not even for a second. They looked furious, like they'd finally done the math. My brother got served too. Divorce papers from Maya. She didn't scream or beg. She picked up her coat and walked out while he stood there holding his life in an envelope. The aftermath was just math. My parents liquidated their perfect life to pay people back and face court. Their country club friends stopped calling. My brother's restaurant collapsed without the stolen cash propping it up. He called me begging for a bridge loan, like we were back at that dining table. I said, you already took yours, and hung up. Weeks later, Maya joined my company in Europe as compliance. My brother took a logistics job in Denver. On his first day, his monitor loaded the routing software his employer had licensed. My logo filled the screen. My system ran his day. No speeches, no closure, just him clocking in every morning under the rules my family couldn't steal.